Adventure of TomTom the Snail, a journey to Grandma and Grandpa's house. On a tiny balcony of a big apartment building in the city, there lived a little snail named TomTom. He lived in a flower pot with his mom and dad. One summer day, TomTom was beyond excited because he was finally going to visit his grandparents in the countryside. He imagined the lush green vegetable garden, the fragrant rose bushes in front of their house, and all the fun waiting for him. That night, he could barely sleep. Early the next morning, TomTom's mum gently woke him up. It was time to get ready. TomTom carefully packed his tiny and snail-sized suitcase. Actually, it was just a folded lotus leaf. Inside, he placed his essentials: a few pieces of fresh lettuce for lunch, a tiny bit of dried moss for a comfy nap, and his favourite comic book to show Grandma and Grandpa. Mum bent down and reminded him, "Now, remember, sweetheart, you must be very careful on your journey. Don't talk to strangers, don't wander off, and if you ever feel lost, look for someone safe to help you." TomTom puffed up his chest and declared, "I will never talk to strangers, and if I get lost, I'll find a grown-up I know to help me." Mum smiled proudly and gave him a gentle pat on his shell. TomTom's dad helped him into a special mini snail cart, a tiny wooden board with wheels that Dad had made to help TomTom move faster. Thanks to this speedy little invention, TomTom and his parents reached the apartment's front yard in no time. There, a friendly delivery driver, whom TomTom's parents trusted, was waiting. Dad lifted TomTom carefully into the truck and said, "This nice driver will take you to the small town near Grandma and Grandpa's house. Grandpa will be waiting for you there." TomTom grinned as he imagined his grandpa standing at the station, holding up a big leaf with "TomTom, my beloved grandson" written on it, just like in the movies. He chuckled to himself as the truck rumbled away from the city. The journey begins. TomTom peeked out from the crate where he was safely tucked in. The city looked so different from ground level. The buildings were as tall as mountains, and the humans' shoes were the size of boats. Cars and motorbikes roared like metallic beasts. Everything was huge and exciting. He even spotted a few sparrows chirping on tree branches, a little puppy trotting alongside its owner, and a big tabby cat lazily sunbathing on a wall. As the truck left the city and entered the peaceful countryside, TomTom's excitement grew. Feeling a little hungry, he unwrapped his lotus leaf and nibbled on his lettuce. While munching, he hummed his favourite song. "The little snail crawls on the lotus leaf," a song his mum often sang to him. It made him miss home just a little, but the thought of seeing his grandparents soon filled him with joy. A little before noon, the driver stopped at a roadside rest area to take a short break. He carefully placed TomTom's crate in the shade and told him, "Stay right here, little buddy, I'll be back soon." TomTom nodded obediently and sat quietly, watching the busy station. He saw so many feet walking past. The smell of steaming hot noodles wafted from a nearby food stall. It smelled different, but delicious. Of course, snails don't eat noodles, but the scent was fascinating. Then, something caught his nose: the fresh, crisp scent of far lettuce. TomTom turned and spotted a large basket filled with green, juicy lettuce leaves. His tiny tummy grumbled. "Just one little sniff," he thought. "I'll stay right here, no harm in that." He cautiously crawled closer. The smell was heavenly. Before he knew it, he had climbed inside the basket, chomping on a delicious leaf. He was so busy enjoying his snack that he didn't notice the basket being lifted. Bam! The truck carrying the basket of lettuce started moving. "Oh no, what's happening?" TomTom panicked. The truck wasn't his ride. It was going in the wrong direction. He quickly crawled to the edge of the basket, but the scenery outside was already unfamiliar. He looked back and saw the real May Mao delivery driver still standing at the rest stop, completely unaware that TomTom was now on the wrong truck. Help! I'm in the wrong truck, TomTom tried to shout, but Snail's eye not very loud. No one heard him. The truck drove on, carrying him away from his planned journey. Will TomTom find his way to Grandma and Grandpa's house? What new friends and dangers will he meet along the way? And most importantly, will he remember his mother's warning about strangers? Find out in the next part of TomTom's Great Adventure. If you enjoyed the story, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any of Snail's adventures. And now, goodbye and see you next time.